He's an NBA champion, Sirius XM NBA host, New Orleans Pelicans color analyst, and a Fox Sports Radio NBA analyst. Our man, Antonio Daniels. What's up, man?
Broussard Rob Parker. Rob, welcome back. How was vacation?
It was very good. Thank you so much. I did my little baseball tour around the United States, and I went to Birmingham for the Negro League game, so that was pretty awesome. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Welcome back, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes. All right, Antonio, your team, the Pelicans, they're busy. They traded for DeJounte Murray. How do you like the trade?
Well, first, the trade hasn't been official yet. Either team has actually announced it. So right now it's rumored. But I love the fact that they acquired a lead guard. Because if you watch the
we got a bad phone. Can he call back? Try to have him. Can you call back? Yeah, it's really bad.
Yep, I'll call back.
Call right back.
Okay. What'd you think of that trade, Rob? We talked about it last week. I like it. I think they need to add more shooting, but I love DeJounte Murray. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I think he'll add to the mix there. What about what are they going to do, Chris, shooters wise? Are they not done?
I mean, Ingram's not a shooter. I mean, he's okay, but Zion's not a shooter. DeJounte has gotten better, but I wouldn't call him a shooter. So that's three of your starters right there. CJ McCollum obviously can shoot. And if it's the rookies, you use Missy. Okay. All right. So we have Antonio back. Antonio.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
perfect now.
Better.
Yep. Go ahead. Thank you. I know the trade is not official, but
assuming it goes through, what are your thoughts?
I love the fact that they acquired a lead guard. The Pelicans' biggest struggle down the stretch last year and the last 4 minutes of games was understanding time, score, situation, where the ball needed to go and how to get it there. And DeJounte Murray eliminates a lot of those issues, along with the fact that he has first-team all-defense capability. You put him alongside someone like Herb Jones, Zion Williamson, possibly B.I. I love the trade. And the fact that you got an opportunity to acquire someone with DeJounte Murray's skill set without touching a starter, right? Without touching B.I., without touching Zion, without touching C.J., without touching Herb Jones or Trey Murphy, without touching your core.
I like it a lot, too. The one thing I feel like is they lack some three-point shooting. Ingram, he's okay. He's not great. DeJounte's gotten better, but obviously not great. Zion, obviously not much of a three-point shooter. Do you think that that's something they'll try to add, and that's something they need to add?
Well, the thing is, CJ hit 200 threes last year, and DeJounte Murray hit 200 threes last year. So, obviously, that's not what DeJounte does best, right? That's not even what CJ essentially does best. But I don't – how much three-point shooting is out there? I feel like shooting is the most valued asset in today's NBA. But it's not a lot of it out there. That's why you got Trey Murphy. You got Herb Jones, who shot 40% from the three-point line. So the shooting is there. The thing that I'm interested to see is Larry Nance was the backup center. He's in Atlanta. Jonas Valanciunas was the starting center. He's in Washington.
Right.
So there's a giant hole in the middle.
Well, you mentioned like Herb and obviously Trey Murphy. Like, do you think they start small or maybe the rookie they drafted? I don't know.
And I'm with you there. And I'll say those same three words. I have no issue saying I don't know. I have no idea. But the thing that I do know, it's a lot of the summer left. You know what I mean? So we have to see how this roster looks come training camp time.
Let me ask you about JJ Redick and what he has to tap dance around with the Lakers, with Bronny, with him getting his job. Because he ain't got no sneakers on. It's all tap dancing. And it's a tough spot to be in. But what'd you make of Bronny getting a 2-year guaranteed contract?
I mean, it is what it is.
But you haven't seen that, though, have you? I mean.
No, you haven't.
Okay, that's
No,
all.
you haven't. Just like, but it's a lot that we haven't seen, Rob. My issue isn't with what's going on with Bronny. My issue is the fact that they just won't own up to it.
There you
Like
go.
when you-
I said that earlier.
Antonio, what did they
I
supposed to
said
say?
that earlier.
What are they supposed to say? We did this for LeBron.
No,
Bronny's
no,
not
no,
that
no,
good.
no. Here's my thing. Like, I'll give you an example. So listening to the press conference today,
Yes, thank you.
Which centered more around the second-round pick than it did around their first-round pick.
Thank you.
Right? Okay, so that's one piece. And, like, a reporter today asked a question to JJ Redick. And what JJ said, he defended Bronny, saying, Bronny worked his tail off to get here. Nobody asked. Nobody asked that. But it's okay to admit, like, I'm not saying that they need to come out and say the only reason that Bronny's on this roster is
Right.
You can't say that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But listen, we know what this is.
Right. It's disingenuous. Antonio, that's what it's disingenuous by JJ
But here's the
Redick.
thing. But, Rob, it's okay. And that's
Right,
the part
that's what I'm
that
saying.
I think that they need to understand. It's okay. Nepotism, whatever you want to call it, whatever adjective you want to use, this is not the first time this has happened in sports.
No,
Right?
let me.
With all due respect.
You know
Go ahead.
it's rampant in the NBA.
No. But Antonio,
And in
here's my issue.
Yes.
This is the opening of a Pandora's box from the standpoint, and you're right. Front office, when we talk about
It's
on
ridiculous.
the field and earning your spot, Antonio, as a guy who made it to the NBA, who had to put in all the work, you know in the locker room the guys who belong and the guys who don't as players. And
And you
once
know
you
what, Rob?
once you do this, once you
No.
do this, don't tell me that owners now can't put their nephews on the end of the bench and
Stop it.
no, I'm serious. And other people starting
no.
to do this. Why
Okay, let me
not?
ask you a question. See, but here's the thing, though, Rob. Here's the thing. What we're acting like is this is the first time, like LeBron James, Bronny, JJ Redick, and Rob Pelinka started this. Let me ask you a question. With all due respect, would the Nazis Antetokounmpo be in Milwaukee if Giannis wasn't there?
No, but he was. But hold on, he was drafted by the Knicks before Giannis. Come
But
on.
he hasn't.
No, but
Rob,
I'm. But
he
no.
wouldn't
The way
still
he
be in
came
the
in is
league.
not the same,
He
though.
wouldn't still, but the reason
It's
he's
not the
here now
same.
is
But we're not talking about the way he came in.
No, that's what I'm
That's not
talking
what we're
about.
talking
That's what I'm talking about is the way Bronny came in. Give me another guy with
listen.
4 points at a poor USC school, right? Who's got a 2-year
No,
fully
no,
guaranteed
no.
contract. Tell
Okay,
me,
so
who's
there's
an
a guy-
undersized guard who doesn't shoot well? Tell me.
So listen, here's the thing. Number one, Bronny being drafted 55th, I'm not tripping on it. Because realistically, this isn't simply a Los Angeles Lakers thing. The fact that Rich Paul had to call teams and tell them if they drafted Bronny that he wasn't going lets you know that there were teams that were interested in drafting Bronny. That tells you something right there.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's not
I'll believe
simply
that
a
when I
Los
see
Angeles
it.
Lakers thing.
I don't buy
But
that.
here's the thing. There's also a guy that was drafted first round that averaged 2.5 points a game. Look at the number one pick in the draft. Look at what he did. So for people to simply make this about Bronny, like there are guys out there, DJ Burns and all these other
If
guys.
LeBron wasn't on this team, Antonio, would he be on the Lakers?
Probably not.
No, not probably
Probably
not.
not.
How could you say probably not? Just say
But
it.
here's the thing.
I'm asking you. He wouldn't be on this team. You know it. Everybody knows it.
Hold on. But I will tell you this. I'm comfortable saying that if LeBron wasn't on the Lakers, that Bronny wouldn't be on the Lakers. But I'm not comfortable saying that if LeBron wasn't on the Lakers, Bronny wouldn't have got drafted.
I don't believe he would have been drafted.
With that, and that's the thing is that's Rob Parker's opinion.
No,
and I can
right.
dig it.
And I get it. And
I
I'm
can
just
dig it.
and I'm just saying, given the way this thing was orchestrated and the whole way that this laid out, it's unfair to even Bronny. Let the kid do it on his own. If they wanted to draft him and he get into the NBA or whatever, that's fine. The way that they've done this and put it out there, LeBron tweeting that he's better than half the league. You remember that? You remember that, Antonio? And
that was
to the draft.
That's LeBron emotional tweeting. He knows that. Yeah, I get it. And the thing is, they did orchestrate a lot. They did. They orchestrated a lot, but that's also why Rich Paul is the best agent in the business. That's exactly why.
Look,
Because
he's
his
got
job is to do what's best by his client.
right.
I just don't think it's good for the
got an
game. I don't think it's good for the game.
He's got an opportunity just like Michael Malone got an opportunity as an assistant
That's
coach
right.
at one point.
Not
right.
on the
David
field,
Adelman.
though.
It
Not
don't
on the
matter.
court.
It's
It
still
does matter,
nepotism.
Chris.
Why
It
does
does.
No, it
It
doesn't.
does
In the front
matter.
office and
It does, because
coaching
that's the
staff,
only place.
It's not about
Antonio, that's
meritocracy.
the reason why. That's the reason why you could have a league with 99% white owners and the league is 70% black. Is because
Okay.
the best person gets the job, and if that was the case, white owners
we need the
white
best
owners
person
could
to
be
get the
grabbing
front
white
office
guys
jobs,
who
too.
play basketball any day and
Okay.
put them on their team and say, "This is the guy I want," and it doesn't matter
They
if a
can't
black
rob
guy's
you going
better.
overboard. They
No,
can't
I'm
do it
not.
because they want to win.
Okay,
They wanna
Chris,
win.
Chris, Rob, can I ask you a question? And I know you're going to say on the field. And with all, I love them both. I love them both. But if Steve Kerr wasn't the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, would Nick Kerr be the head coach of their G League team?
Thank you.
No,
Thank
I
you.
get that,
It's
but how did
all
Steve?
over the place.
I know it.
How's that different,
I've
Rob?
talked about it.
Those are fair
No,
jobs,
it's
too.
not. It's not
Why-
the same. It's not
Nick
the
Kerr
same
took a job
as
from
earning
somebody
your way
that
on the
might be
field.
more
And you notice,
qualified.
Antonio, as a former professional athlete, how hard it is. How many great players and guys will put their blood, sweat, and tears who don't make the league or don't get a sniff. Don't make it like those people
Same
don't
thing in
matter
coaching,
and
Rob.
they don't
I-
count.
Same thing
I'm
about the
sorry.
coaches.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Okay, I will say this. What it all comes down to, we can do all this talking we want to. Rich Paul can orchestrate whatever he wants to. JJ Redick can defend Bronny as much as he wants to. What it's going to come down to is whether or not Bronny James can play in the league. Plain and simple.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
LeBron,
How?
you can
It don't
only
matter if
control
he's
it.
going to play. As long
No,
as LeBron is in the league,
No.
he'll be on the
No.
team. Yes, he will.
No,
That's
this is
why
what-
they
no,
gave
what
him a
I'm saying
2-year
is-
contract. That's why he's not going to the G League. What second-round pick
Oh,
do
he'll be
they
in the
do,
G League.
do they say that you can't
He'll
go
be
to
in
the G League?
He'll be in the G League.
They
Rob.
said he's not going.
No, he
He'll be
won't
in
have
the
a
G League.
contract.
I
He'll be playing down there.
you, Bronny James will be in the G League. I guarantee you he will.
He just don't have a
Because
G
it's not
League
like
contract.
the Los Angeles Lakers G League team is somewhere else in California. It's right there in LA. Bronny James will be in the G League. The G League just starts later than the NBA does.
Right.
I'll bet you wings
right.
he never plays a minute in the G League as long as LeBron's in the league. Let's do it.
Let's do
All
it.
right. Antonio, good stuff, man.